Welcome to This Week in Weiss Schwarz, where we talk about Weiss Schwarz's news and cards of the day. There's a lot of English news, and that is what we're going to start off with, because honestly, it feels like we were supposed to have a strategy presentation for English. So they gave us an announcement on Twitter, and I'm assuming Facebook too. I don't use that anymore. They gave us an announcement every second hour at like 2 a.m. I'm asleep. Sorry if I can't get to the news immediately. I need my beauty rest. As you can tell, I need it. So we're gonna cover all of that, but before we get started, check out that Attack on Titan unboxing video if you haven't yet. Thank you, Bushy Road. BCS, there is a new date added, and that is in Manhattan, New York on December 10th and the 11th. Now that is a week before California's BCS, which is great news for people who live in the East Coast, because that is definitely around the holidays, and travel is going to be very expensive. And I mean this in the nicest way possible. Don't come to California. It's going to be expensive because of the holidays. Hotels are going to be hard to find, and it's just overall going to be a horrible traveling experience. Believe me, LAX during the holidays, no thanks. Speaking of BCS, here are your winners for Illinois. I didn't say the S this time. Going from right to left, we have Slime Archwind, 8 Standby Quince, Okayu Kanata Marine, and the winner was Slime Archbook. So congrats to everyone, and that 4th place slime deck is pretty interesting. I kind of wish there was a deck profile of that on YouTube. There is going to be a shipping delay for the Hololive Premium Booster Set. Due to overwhelming number of pre-orders received, shipments will be split across 2 shipments. The first batch will be on September 30th, and the second batch has a tentative date of mid-October. Check your local game stores. As a Coastal Elite, I've had my box for a while, and honestly, I forgot this was coming out. Now, this is understandable because of how popular Hololive production is and how relatively small Weiss Schwarz still is. The Errata page has been updated. Man, I look like a dumbass now. The pre-orders for Kaguya-sama are up on the English website, and we also have the release date. That will be out on February 17, which is next year. And yes, of course, we are not getting the signed cards in the English edition of Weiss Schwarz. What is interesting is that Kaguya-sama is close to coming out in Osaka in the Japanese edition, and that is going to have signed cards. So, like I've mentioned, get your signed cards in JP. Personally, I'm not going to be purchasing sealed product of Kaguya-sama because I kind of don't really see a reason to. There's no potential for a signed card when I buy a box, so I'm not interested. I am still going to pick up the singles because Kaguya-sama is one of my favorite animes of the decade, but I'm not going to be hunting out for a stamp card. Ask yourself, what has more value, a signed card or a stamp? And lastly, the restriction list has been updated for English Weiss Schwarz. The K is unbanned in English, and Mushoku Tensei has 2 cards on the list. You know the ones. The ban list comes into effect on October 10th. The K getting restricted probably has nothing to do with Kaguya-sama coming out in English. Right? Mushoku, it was bound to happen, let's be honest. It's still a strong deck, but I have not seen a lot of people playing MTI because they moved over to greener pastures like the sheep they are. Certain people are not going to take that joke well. Either way, you have a week or so to play unrestricted Mushoku Tensei, so get those games in. We have the release date for Slime Volume 3 as well as Key All-Stars. Slime is out on January 20th and still no Ranga SP. What the fuck? There are going to be a total of 100 cards in the set. Key All-Star is coming out on December 9th. There are going to be 107 cards in the set. The series that are featured in Key All-Star are on the screen right now, as well as how many cards are represented in the set. A majority of the set is going to be Kaginado, which more long-time viewers would note that the series is going to Rebirth for you. So we have taken Kaginado and Azure Lane from Rebirth, so I think it's safe to give us Toho Higurashi now, Bushy Road. Please. And speaking of Rebirth for you, can I get an F in the comment section from my Rebirth for you players? Genshin Impact has been officially canceled for Rebirth for you. After a year plus with no news, they have released an official statement confirming its cancellation. Now that is a damn shame, but you want to see something funny? Let's lighten up the mood. Check this out. There are fake Weiss Schwarz cards of the SECs from Overlord 2, a set that isn't even out yet. Speaking of SECs, we have the SECs and the SPs of the 10th anniversary of the Sword Art Online anime. So let's take a peek at those now. Set is going to be out on November 18, and there are 100 cards in the set and 100 parallel rares. The set distribution is on the screen right now. There's also going to be a special 3-box PR campaign. In Japan, of course. If you purchase 3 boxes, you get a special PR pack that comes with one of these cards. The cards featured in the PR packs are reprints, and the corresponding cards are on the screen right now. Yes, we are getting another Mother's Rosario. When are we not getting Mother's Rosario, though? But what's interesting is that the 2-3 is getting another reprint, which is pretty nice, but wait. You're telling me that I could run 12 copies of these backups now? I wouldn't recommend it, but you can. That is where we're going to end today's video. Sorry that my internet keeps dying on the live streams. I don't know what's up with that. Might be the forest fires. More importantly, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more Weiss Schwarz news and content. Thank you all to my channel members scrolling up over here. And from what I am told is that we actually reached 50 channel members, which is actually kind of crazy for me. I only get like 50 cents per member, so I'm not really rolling in the dough. So channel members, we got a new emote on YouTube, so when I live stream, my internet doesn't die. Go ahead and use it. Thank you again. Catch y'all in the next one.